What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash?
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. To the air. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, this is Geis. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Allen's pass.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Finding Knox there, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Allen. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They run here with Singletary. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Good. Makes the score Bills 7, Jets nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And at the 50-yard line.
They'll run with Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 56, Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get 56. Mike's 56. It's our field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Jets nothing.
We never know just when it's our time and let it go. We don't know why before they go. Look, they got toast. Give them a rose, but they still alive.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be... This is intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there. So
you're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 19-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And now look at him go. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56. We own it. We own it. Check. 56. Check 56.
He'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Bills.
Allen now looks to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, catch made by Slayton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
15. First down, Buffalo.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Bills 21.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taking.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
He was taken.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
56 to Mike. 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now,
and now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Jets, 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
56 at the mark. 56, Mike, 56. Get the ball. Check safety, check safety. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
To Devin Singletary. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brought down at the
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And the Bills' 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
They'll run here with Singletary. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football Sports. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Geis, and he loses the football a 2nd time. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.